for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback keeps the football. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The Cardinals will crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Burks. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Burks. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And the Cardinals have 1st and 10 here. He hands it to the back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. That's a big hit at the end, but even a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder doing.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And the ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work at the 44.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looks to the left, pass caught. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
The Cardinals come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single back.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Georgia Tech, 0.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chip in away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
Yeah, it's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be 1st down. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that 1st down.
And the Cardinals starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And the back gets the football. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's going to pull it down and run. Catch made on the right side. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. And the offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Louisville.
The Cardinals will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his man, has the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
He'll toss it to the back.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And the Cardinals are in the red zone now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Will he score here? Touchdown, Cardinals. Still no answer for this offense. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pass is intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Important second down play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Close to the tight end. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Lose the ball to the 33. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The pass rush closing in. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's got it. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. No huddle now for the offense. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Yellow Jackets will look to convert here on fourth down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He tries to get it to the running back. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game, or he's going to cost his team the game.
No press here. The defense backing away. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cardinals will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big game. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the Yellow Jackets will come to the line to run the hurry up. Handoff to the back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important, is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This game is far from over.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Contact as he let the ball go. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's hit as he throws it. Finds the receiver wide open. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser-focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to chuck it again. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Hands off to the left. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Caught near the goal line. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Going for a big play downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Defense creates a big turnover, and that'll end the quarter of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Catch made on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick from the very first play. We bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First and 10 play coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And then first down, right back to the running game. The game makes it second and medium. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped, incomplete, would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down, and now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He eludes the rush. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. It's a defense. You got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Finding space at the 20. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Cardinals come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Bringing pressure. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the football. Extending the play now. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's complete downfield. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point and cover an onside kick. You never know.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Yellow Jackets come into the final minute of play, just looking to run the clock out. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against